have always tried to take a management approach to the idea that we are a team. I'll have to make the last calls. That's my responsibility, but I want contribution, and I want everybody involved with this thing because it is a team, and I know we'll get it with Tom that way.
You thought that there was a chance this might not happen, that your coaching days could have been over. How did you sort of consider that, and what were your thoughts about that?
Well, there's no question that you think about that from time to time, and as a couple, 3 years went by, like I said, I turned down an opportunity to be a head coach within 3 weeks of being out of the Toronto job, and then I thought there might be lots more, but it didn't happen. So I'm really happy that it's here. You certainly look down the road and say, well, how long will that passion be there? And I know after 3 years it hadn't gone, so I was still very much interested in. And so opportunity meets passion right now, and maybe some good things will happen. I know Craig was an excellent coach. I mean, as everybody held him with such high regard, but in listening, there might have been a spot that had been arrived at where he wasn't listening to the players and the players weren't listening to him. So sometimes you make those changes. It'll be a new voice coming in. It'll be a direction that, I've been around a long time, and the people say, oh, old-style coach, not so. I feel like I've been ahead of the curve in a lot of approaches. Heck, I was sending people out of the zone. We call it the stretch now. I was sending people out of the zone in 1979. That's why we went 35 games without a loss. So we'll treat the players correctly. We'll demand lots of them. We'll give them a plan that they can succeed with, and we'll work with them every day to make them better. And there are no guarantees in this game. Never are. I can't sit here right now and say we're going to win X number of games or we're going to win a championship. I know this. We can raise the level of our work. We can ensure that we're competing as hard as we can. And at the end of the day, you like to think that hard work and skill and commitment to the team gets good results. And that's what we're going to shoot for. The key to the style that I've always played has a center iceman having a very responsible role in the defensive zone for the transition that's necessary in this game. The good teams, the teams that win now, are great transition teams. And that's what we'll want to have here. Teams that give the puck back up and give it away or want to play that defensive mode all the time, they throw the puck to the other team because they want to get in the let's trap and counter game. And there's a lot of teams that play that way. I don't like that. I mean, I don't think that ever works. And the proof is, have a look at the 4 teams that are playing right now. They're not dump and run and give the puck up so that you can get in your defensive posture and then maybe hope the other team makes a mistake. I want to keep the puck. I want to play that way. As far as our grit factors, I always like a team that if you're going to play any way you want to play, we're going to match you with our play. If you want to get in the trenches, let's go. If you want to play open ice, let's go. And so we'll see what we have here. I don't know exactly our roster totally yet. And the other thing is, I could go to Steve. I mean, I'm not the manager. The manager gives the coaches the players, and that's what I've always believed. I'll take those players, or our staff will take those players, and we'll make the best team we can make out of what we got. I'm not the guy that runs upstairs, get rid of this guy or get me this guy. That's the manager's responsibility. No, I wouldn't have taken the job if I wasn't comfortable with how we were going to approach putting this staff, the coaching staff, together. And you'll find that throughout the 30 teams, everybody does it a little bit different. In some cases, the coach is very much involved. In some cases, the coach may make all those decisions. In other cases, I watched Vancouver this year. The manager made the decision. So it's different wherever you go. With Steve, I knew we could work together to put together an organization, a coaching staff that I'd feel comfortable with. And, when he told me about Tom, that he'd be interested in trying to bring him in, I had no problems right away with that.